Hello, it is December 21st today, a Thursday, and I kind of feel bad that I haven't been filming anything for this week's vlog. I will probably do like a whole holiday vlog situation for this one, meaning I will be combining 2 weeks yet again in one Cozy and Chaos episode. But in any case, for the past few days of this week, other than the Navia poll that I have yesterday, this is what I have been doing. So I have started reading yesterday while I was waiting for the servers to go live in Genshin. I have been reading Prophet by Frank Peretti, and I did not expect this to be a book about anti-abortion or pro-life and pro-abortion campaigns that are fighting with each other. Like, it's the church versus the state, basically. So the main character of the story is an anchor for a news TV news channel, and he and his fellow news anchors and reporters are covering the rally, or like the campaign for the re-election of a governor who is pro-abortion. So there is this one person who is very much pro-life. It is like he is preaching to the crowd and to the governor that what abortion is evil and something like that, and that you are not allowed to, like, you have no power to take the life of a baby that is being formed inside the mother's womb, basically. It's a common issue when it comes to politics and like lawmaking, when it comes to abortions and female rights and all of that stuff. However, the person who is preaching to the crowd is the father of this news anchor, and they have this sort of like power. It's called a prophet because they are like hearing voices of like something that is not there, basically, and it's like very supernatural, very creepy, because the news anchor and his father can hear voices of like people suffering, and the father is saying that the cause of the suffering is the ordinances and like the laws that are being passed by the politicians who are pro-abortion and something like that. So I am currently here, page 61, so that is like 4 chapters in, and it's very small but quite engaging. So I'm looking at this at the back, actually. Plenty of edge of the seat action, nail-biting suspense, breakneck pacing, and seismic spiritual impact. The breakneck pacing, I'm not so sure as of the moment, because I find that this intro is kind of a bit slow. It's still building up, I believe, but so far so good. I am quite interested in this because like legislature, politics, church, creepy stuff, possible murders. I'm sold. So it's still a big book. I'm slowly going through this. I'm hoping to actually finish this like the beginning of January, so that I can move on to another book. But that is my book for the week and possibly the next few days leading up to the new year. And I also have like a crochet project here that is in the works. This is going to be a cat-eared beanie. I am using a sort of cotton yarn. I forgot what this is, but it is like a thinner yarn compared to the ones that I always use. I don't have a purpose for these yarns other than making scrunchies. However, I did stop making this colored scrunchies because I don't think anyone was interested in it. So I decided to like put some of these to good use and make a trial of a pastel cat-eared beanie. I will leave the link of the tutorial that I'm following down in the description, and if this goes well, I can probably give this as like gifts to my friends, and we'll see. You can see that I only have a little left of this pink, but I do have another skein of this, so I could like make probably a half and half of this with the pink first, and then the blue one at the bottom, and then for my next hat it's going to be the blue one first, and then I'll open a new skein of the pink one for the bottom, just so that it looks like a pair of some sort. So we'll see. I find that it feels quite loose, actually. I'm not sure if this is going to like be a good enough width of for the hat, but the concept is that if it grows longer and if you wear it, the 2 sides here to the rectangle is going to like pop up like that, like cat ears. So this is like a little project that I'm doing with the spare yarns that I have lying around, and who knows, if I get better at doing this, I might put it up on shop maybe next year. So we'll see. I do have a bunch of like stuff that I'm planning to put in the store for next year, something that is not yarn related. something that is like very much Dungeons and Dragons D&D related. So we'll see about that. I'm still not sure. I'm still very much scared whenever I try to make like new items for the shop, thinking that what if it won't sell and I have this surplus of like raw materials lying around in my house? What am I supposed to do with them? But sometimes I might make just like one or two just to try it out and see if people are interested, and make more if like the receiving of the item is good enough to keep the item in stock. But so far, this is the 21st. I do want to chat a bit because I actually ordered online a Voltus 5 mug for my dad's birthday this weekend, and I don't think that it's going to come this weekend. So it always has this. I ordered it like 3 days ago, so that is my bad, because I know that holiday shipping is probably delayed all the time, but I'm like always at my phone checking for like the tracking of the shipment, whether or not it has reached like my distribution center, and if possible, it would arrive like on my father's birthday, like in the afternoon or in the evening. Then at least that will already be a successful thing for me. But I bought the mug that could like the design would show up if you put hot water on it, so they call it the magic mug. And my dad really loves like old school mecha anime, specifically Voltus 5, like superhero mecha, and I have not watched a single episode of it. I do know the theme song. It's pretty much a popular theme song, but I have not watched a single episode of it. Who knows, I might try to watch it, even though like superhero type of anime is not for me, just so I could like relate to my dad a bit, because he really loves that anime. He doesn't really watch that much anime, but that is like his own like childhood. And I did notice like in the comment section for like the mug, I noticed that all of the comments saying like how good the product is, and that they give the mug to their own fathers. And like this is like a collective thing for like dads, is to have the same sort of like interest, especially like Voltus 5, Deimos I think is one of them, and then Gundam Seed for like my brother's generation probably, or like Gundam in general. As for me, what is like my mecha anime generation? I don't know. The farthest thing that I could remember probably is Macross Delta, but that's also like music mecha anime. And then we have the later ones, Gurren Lagann, and I'm listing a lot of like mecha animes, but I don't particularly like them that much. But anyway, I digress. Other than this beanie hat that I'm going to make today, I might make more dice pouches for like next year. I have not heard yet from Adventurers Nook how many dice bags she sold during the last like Christmas bazaar that happened last week or last weekend. But I did notice like my brother sent the dice bags on day 1, or like day 2 rather, of the event, and then she posted like the pictures of the booth with the items on the booth. And I noticed like in day 3, the last day, I did see like 2 dice bags missing from the whole set, so I am assuming that at least 2 of my dice bags have been purchased. I'm very happy about that, but still I want to make more like different styles this time. I might add dice bags of like the Animal Crossing bells pouch, or like the bells bag, because I made a few of those last time, but I made them like super big, so they are supposed to be for you putting in like yarn, like smaller skeins of yarn, or like stuff that are softer, and something you put in your bag, maybe like a makeup set, something to keep little things organized. That's how big it was, but this time I might make it like a bigger like dice bag, so it could fit like 2 or 3 sets of like standard D20s, and like I don't know how many dice are in a standard set. Probably there are 8, I'm not sure, but hopefully it could fit like 20 D20s in one bag from the size that I'm making. So yeah, this is going to be everything that I'm going to do today. Like just finish this off, maybe farm for Navia's mats again, and then just chill in preparation for how chaotic the weekend is going to be. I might vlog a bit for like my father's birthday celebration, as well as me attempting. I'm going to attempt to buy the Uniqlo shoulder bag, or like the bow type bags that they have. If I manage to buy it, then you will see it in the next few clips. That is it for today. I will check back again if I have updates on probably maybe the book or like this beanie hat if I finish it, and I'll see you then.
What's going on, guys? Joke. This is your boy. Minan. Double. Uy, earthen vessel again. Medical energy. Wala pa reverse? Pero na.
Second.
Third check. Triple drive.
Bro. Halo.
First check. Second check. Sound check. Up. Fibas. Future booster.
Parang naman si message.
First check. Second check. Oh my god, what's that? What's that?
Ang espatra nga secret ang full art. Secret rare ni star. The crumb.
話をするためだけだと思う？
So yeah, by the way, this is the mug that I got my dad, the Voltage 5 mug. I did activate it early on, poured hot water in it, and so if you didn't pour hot water in it, it's like this black color, but when it's with hot water, it shows the logo. Hello friends, welcome back to this week's talking portion of Cozy and Chaos, and happy 2024. It is actually currently the 1st of January as I am filming this, and this is going to be the very last 2 spreads that I'm doing for my weekly journal for the year 2023. I do have like a little bit of like notes pages here just to guide me on what happened. So I am going to be decorating for the week that was 18th to the 24th, which is Christmas Eve week, and then the 25th to the 31st, which is the last week of 2023. And I'm just going to decorate. I don't really have much of like stuff that happened other than what has been included in like the b-roll and like the different clips, but I will do my best to like update on what actually happened and do that. So for Christmas Eve week, which is also the week of my dad's birthday week, we celebrated a bit. I also got like a bunch of cards. We found like I forgot my tape. Well, anyway, I'll just use glue stick then, because I forgot my double-sided tape, which I just bought like 2 days ago, thinking that I'm going to use tape for this, but I ended up forgetting about it. So anyway, I did buy cards this week. I got the bag that I was talking about last time. I did get the bag finally. However, I was debating on whether or not I will be getting like the pastel blue one, which is actually like a slate blue rather than a pastel blue, but it was in the pastel section. So I was debating on whether or not I'm going to get the slate blue or the olive green, but I ended up getting the blue one. And then this was supposed to be on the bag tag, however it got squished in transport while we were going home, so I did still save it. Just put it here. I did buy like 2 packs of Paradox Rift, which was way less expensive compared to the ones that I got from like other toy shops, which was great. But also like, why is it only now that I discovered that this is like cheaper compared to others? But still, I bought 2 packs. I did get a hit of like a ultra rare Espathra full art. Like, I'm looking into it and would be willing to sell it if ever there is a person who's willing to like or want to buy it. And then I did like get a pack of Gintama Union Arena cards because this is cheaper, I think, but also like I wanted to get maybe a Hijikata or an Okita card, but I ended up with a hollow foil Nobume, which is still fine, still a great pull, and also Kagura, and I also got like a Hijikata card there. So I did end up like having to like see or like line up during the time with a local singer, which I will not name. But I ended up getting frustrated because I was in line for like the longest time, and the shops suddenly wanted to have like VIP services for this person, and I was kind of annoyed by that. Like, of course, I would just say like, oh, it's fine, go ahead. I was like waiting for the girl to assist me for the longest time, and then once I was assisted, it's like the VIP just lined up first, even though I was like waiting there at the counter for the longest time to be served, and the girl was like, just wait a moment, I'll do this first, and like, am I going to be that rude person who says no, I line here first so I get to be served first or not? Which was sad, but I did get a little bit of like annoyed. Like, it was supposed to be like a good thing, like probably if I was in a good mood, I would like to take like a photo with the celebrity, I guess you call it, but I was fairly annoyed, so never mind. My voice is like gone. I haven't been filming anything other than like the clips. I have been doing a bunch of like crocheting recently. I did like out of the spur of the moment plan on making like a dust pouch or like a dust jacket for my Nintendo Switch, and I ended up making like freehanding one. So I use scrap yarn, majority of the scrap yarn. That's why it's like has bumps here, because that's where I made a magic knot there, and it's just like a wraparound pouch for my Nintendo Switch, and I really love this. And I also am working on a version 2 of my Scaramouche blanket, which is like in the same style as this pattern, but of course in like the Scara colors. And I did like have a few clips of that in the video, and you might have already seen it, but I'm working on it. Hopefully I will get it done like in the end of January probably, because it's still going to be a very long blanket, and I can only like crochet about 15 to 20 rows per day, and I am like planning on like working for like first, I will try, but I'm going to start working in my own store starting this year. So I am still wondering how I'm going to be juggling like my vlogs while I work like hopefully full hours there. So we'll see. I am hopeful, and I just want to see how it works out. 2024 is going to be quite a adventure, I would say, because I did happen to I'm basically just putting stuff in that I don't really find rhyme or reason. Just want to put it there, so I'm going to put it there. I have haichu packets here from my aunt. We don't have, or like we rarely have haichu, so I like these two flavors, so I'm going to stick them in here just for remembrance. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I went to the doctor's appointment for my eyes just this 29th of December, and my eyes are like going very bad, and we decided maybe it's time to do LASIK surgery, and I'm getting new glasses for like probably next week is when it will arrive. I had it made, but because of the holidays, of course, New Year, no clinics or offices, so we have to wait a bit for it. But I'm gonna get new glasses, and hopefully near the end of the year I might get LASIK surgery, because it's going very bad, and the prices for lenses, oh my god, is very much pricey. It's like one LASIK surgery that would possibly get your eyes to not need glasses anymore for like the rest of your life, versus having to change your glasses almost every year in my case, and spend like upwards to 12,000 pesos, Philippine pesos a year, which makes me quite guilty about it. So I don't wanna like wait anymore to like make wait if my eyes will get even worse before I do the surgery. So hopefully this year I will get the surgery. So this is the 17th to the 24th. I don't think I'm just going to leave it like this. Look, 18th rather, 18th to the 24th. just gonna leave it like this and not journal in it anymore. Do I still have Z's? I also need to like look at the camera if I'm recording or not, because I realized last time I wasn't like in frame the whole time, and I apologize for that. But 24, there we go. So this is like my week, my before Christmas, like Christmas Eve week. A lot of like TCG stuff, gotcha stuff, my bag, a lot of like festivities. I guess I should just mark Dad's birthday, I guess. Also, not me forgetting that my best friend actually visited this week, but it's only for like her to get the gifts that I made her like back in November. I made her a crochet Christmas tree for her office space, and it was this like stress when I discovered, or like she told me when we were chatting. I was like, when are you coming to the city? Because she lives in like farther out, not really in the city proper, like where I live. She told me I might be there on the 30th, and I was like, I can't wait for the 30th, because the gift that I'm going to give you will probably lose its meaning if we wait that long. So she went here on the 23rd, and I gave her the Christmas tree as well as the other gifts, like the crochet pouches that I made her. It was very fun. We got to chat a bit before she went on to like go with her friends from high school. We didn't go to the same high school. That's why we have like different friend groups in high school. But that is pretty much what happened from the 18th to the 24th. Oh, okay. I forgot another key thing that happened that last week. I got Navia. As you can see, I was very distracted. I was supposed to put it in here in the middle, and then I put it in, never mind. But I got Navia early. I wasn't supposed to get Navia because I was waiting to, like, my guarantee was supposed to be saved for eventual C5 Scaramouche next year, or like this year. And I wasn't going to pull for Navi. However, when I played her trial, she was great. She was very good, and I was so tempted, but I was still at like pity 10 after the early Chi-Chi C6 that I got. And my friend and I, Roy and I, was actually talking or like chatting on Messenger, saying that I am so tempted to pull, and he was pulling for Navia at that point and wanting to get her because she was so like, she was a heavy hitter. She's very much a heavy hitter, and you would see it also. I did include the clips of me and Roy co-oping, and my Navia there was still level 70, but she packs like 200 plus K. Well, granted that it was like boss Scaramouche, which is like very much paper compared to all the other weekly bosses, but still 173K hit on like Apep, the Dendro Dragon, and so it was still like a heavy hitter, and we were so tempted. And I was saying that I will try. I don't have Candice, so I might as well try for Candice first and see if whichever comes first, basically. Is it Navia or Candice? So if I end up getting Candice, I will stop. And I wasn't really that afraid of hitting Pity because, as I said, I was like Pity 7 or 10 or something with Chi-Chi, and then it turned gold. It turned gold, and I was so surprised, and I was already guaranteed, so I know it's Navia, but it was like the very last unit as well to arrive, and it was fun. It was a very fun thing, and it's always the case with me and my friends, wherein if I really wanted the character, I don't get it early, or like if I do get it, or like if I win the 50-50, it's not going to be early. So I did end up getting Navia and raising her, planning on 3 crowning her, of course. One of the newest, like, best Geo on-field DPS I ever had, and I could get to use Albedo again in her team because it works with the crystallization, and I really enjoy it. Other than that, Christmas week, let me check my... I do have another like different system when it comes to like me taking notes on what happened within the week for 2024. I already prepped the notebook for it. It's like a small, it's not small, it's like a regular planner that is ring bound, or like, what is it called? the O-ring binding, but I really liked it. Want to keep using it. It's very fun. I already sticker bombed the whole cover of it, so it will be very much fun. But I did write that I got the unique pull bag for the 25th, but we bought it in the 23rd. However, in the 23rd, as you can see, I can't do anything there. So I wrote it here because on the 25th, what did I do on the 25th other than this? Oh yeah, we went out to have some gipsal, and that's basically it. I was debating on whether or not to buy like a book because I was looking through Fully Book, and they have I Am a Cat by Natsume Sensei, and I really wanted to buy it, but it was like so pricey. All of the classics in Fully Book somehow feels pricier than it should be, with the edition and the condition that it was in. Like I saw like a bunch of like Agatha Christie and like Crime and Punishment as well. I saw like in not mint condition, like there are spine breaks, there is like creases on the cover, and it still goes around 1k Philippine peso, and I'm like, nope, I'm not going to. If I'm going to buy it worth 1k or upwards of 1k pesos, I would probably want like a mint condition one. So yeah, oh yeah, my hyperfixation for this week has been like hoarders and like watching A&E on YouTube with all of like the hoarders and hoarding disorders, and it's been like a motivation for me to clean up the house, and we did manage to like declutter some of the clothes this week. I'm not really too precious with this anymore with the end of the year, I guess. Like, let's be done with it. This is probably the last journal that I am filling up for 2023, and I'm like getting things done, getting all of the videos completed so that I could like not think about it when I go to work starting tomorrow. So this jacket for the Switch, my getting new glasses, crocheting the scarab blanket, and then making more dice bags for the shop. My brother and I spent the 31st of December, the very last hours of 2023, watching Dark Gathering, and it's I think I overhyped this in my head. I did give it an 8 out of 10. I will probably talk about like all of the anime that I've watched for the month of December in another video, but there are a lot of doozies in that list, and I really wanted to talk about it because I have so many feelings for all the different shows that I watch for the end of the year, and some of them are fantastic. I did rate some of them like a 9, and I even got one that is a 10 out of 10, but I also, in contrast to that, rated something as a 1 out of 10. So like it's a give and take for December 2023. And as for Dark Gathering, I think I overhyped it in my head. It's like a bit slow for me, 25 episodes, and we still haven't gotten to like the very let's say meat, I shouldn't say that, but like the very meat of like the series, and the backstory of the main character is probably similar to that of High Card. If you haven't watched High Card, it is like a mafia superpower anime that is like released last year, or like last year or 2 years ago, but it's like a latest release, and I also overhyped that in my head because what's disappointing is that season 2 is when they actually explain the backstory of the main character, which to me is fine if you give it like enough hype. But sometimes, for example, like Dark Gathering, I understand that it's a trigger warning, by the way. There are a lot of like very sensitive stuff there, including like suicide, murder, whatever. Of course, it's a very dark anime with like very dark humor as well, about a kid collecting evil spirits to create an army to fight the evil spirit or god that took the soul of her mother. Basically, that's Dark Gathering. And for the whole 25 episodes, she has been like going through different sites, haunted sightings, and see who the evil spirits are for her collection, for her army. And then it's just that they didn't even explain why the main character was cursed. Like, he is already like the very first episode, you already know that he's cursed, and nobody, or like there's nothing like an indication on why he was cursed throughout the 25 episodes, and sometimes that's discouraging. But yeah, still I still am looking forward to the next one because I do like horrors and yokai anime, so that's fine with me. But it is kind of draggy, that's why I just gave it an 8 instead of a 9. So that is the very last page of my weekly. So allow me to like clean this up first, and I will probably like flip through the whole binder in another time, because I really would want to like give a more insightful, I guess, flip through for this whole binder, because 2022 is also here, and I wanted to like make it so that what do I call this, I am able to like compare what happened, or like what are the transitions and the differences when it comes to like me creating a spread, because it's so different compared to last year. Like, as you can see probably from here, so different, but I am very much happy that this is finally done. This chunky journal is going to be put in storage, and that I have a new one coming up for the new year. So I am very happy that I have kept up with this for the past 2 years, and it's very much full. I'm probably going to take this off, or like maybe wait for that video before I take this off. And yeah, thank you so much for being with me and for the past year. I am very grateful. I have experienced so much this past year, and have learned so much, and wanting to hopefully improve this whole YouTube thing for 2024. And I really do appreciate all of you who have been with me on this journey this past year, whether or not you have just been subscribed for a day, or like for almost a year, or however long it is. And I thank you. So that is it. Thank you so much, and I will see you in 2024. So yeah, thank you again, and